Charlie. Give me my wallet, you little freak. We going camping? Camping? Camp? We're gonna go camp. It's hideous. Oh, that's not very nice. It's just a donkey. I said, what do you charge for like 7 paper plates? Like $7, $1 a plate?
If we can get away with it.
Hey Eli, what's this store called? It's called Gentry's Outpost.
Oh, I was just kidding.
What's the restaurant right next to it called? Leon's Cafe. Why is it called Leon's Cafe? Because your grandpa named it after you, because he calls you Leon.
Isn't that your name, Leon?
In a world where reliability is needed, Kawasaki Terex. Dun dun dun!
You know how much? Yeah, so what I need to do is buy those one.
Delicious. Mmm. 2-stroke. 125 mixture. Now it's 250, 300 mixture. Bye. Have a nice time. We fix more best. Love you. Ah, 2.502. Oh, now it's gonna run lean. The TBI bikes, just straight gas, because oil injection, don't gotta worry about it. That's so nice. I'm not gonna lie, that is so nice. Anyways, I've had them since they've been here, and I've had all the oil injected bikes. I've rode the piss out of them. I've never had an oil pump fail. Knock on wood. I mean, I know it can happen, but with how much I've been around them, how many people I've been around that have been around them and have bikes and ride with all the guys, and they've just been tried and true. Like, I'll take my chances. Same thing when a lot of the guys back east don't trust them, but back east they don't snowmobile either. Snowmobile's been running on oil pumps for many years. So, oil pumps are tried and true. I'm sorry, everyone. Sorry to burst your bubbles. Come on. Come on. Oh, I like that glove. You look low. Imagine if we rode 4 strokes, how much this thing would be squatting. That's a reference because they're heavy and fat. That's what that means. That sounds sketchy. I mean, it's only like a 900-year-old tire. I'm cheap, 5150. Hey, kind of like the new Mooses everybody's been running, 5150. Dang, maybe I got a 5150 Moose in there. And it's a gummy, that's why it looks slow. I can just run it with that 5150. Tubeless, yeah, everything. Sick, give me nuts, dude. It's a little different because I don't have a clutch. Get used to it again. Put a couple more log crosses in here. Yeah, getting the front end up on this one, you gotta go with no jib post on the end. Just like that. Whoa, holes. you're riding logs, rocks, anything you're hopping over, a lot of people get caught in the idea of they want to get their front tire over it, and then after that it's just like full send and hold on. Always try to keep in mind where your back tire is going to be, and that'll get you over stuff so much better. Like, see that? If you just worry about where your front tire is going to be, most people, all they worry about is, oh, I'm just going to get my front tire over this, and then they end up like right here, and then you're stuck like that. Well, I don't even think of my front tire at all. I just think of my back tire making contact with that log and getting over it. There's just more commitment. You keep your momentum. Works out pretty good. That's where this bike is pretty pimped, because we can train on that stuff. Body positioning, mental prep of just going over stuff like this. See, in my head, all I was worried about was my front tire, and I just dropped it. All I'm gonna think about is my back tire making contact. Boom, see that? Go this way. This is like what I really want to practice, is like the angled log stuff here, and this log stuff moves. You tried it, huh? That's awesome, dude. Oh, so close. Yeah? This log moves so much. Look out, buddy. Go up there. Oh, that's a little big, huh? You're high centered on it. There you go.
Okay, let's go over here. Leopard, babies. Drive. What are you doing? No. You have it. What's in here? Oh! Got it.
I wasn't running this wristband before, but after watching the video of a Stark Varg where the throttle got damaged by a rock, the electronic throttle, and it did a runaway, and there's nothing you can do to stop it, I was like, oh, maybe I should start wearing that thing. Dude, full on crash, huh? Watching you. Wow.
You got me.
That was ugly, dude. That was not a how-to. Contra, no. So dumb. Ripping around camp. This thing is freaking awesome. So according to E, we're doing this backwards now. You could just tell, like, just even if the power is not the same, its ability to have to teach you, you know, what you should be feeling and doing on a bike, like where the tire should be, how the tire gets over the log versus when it doesn't get over the log, you know, just that kind of stuff is just way more in tune. Like, you're able to just focus on that stuff, and that's stuff that, you know, when you do cross over to a dirt bike, yes, the power, the clutch, everything's different, but you know the end goal of, you know, well, I got to get this bike to get the back tire here, or, you know, when I get the tire here, I need to keep my rotating mass but chop the throttle or whatever, because otherwise it'll spin out. So there's all kinds of cool benefits. Yo! Whew, that was close. If I would have kept driving forward, I'd have got it. Little stoppy. Where's your shoe? Bone stock from the factory. This thing comes with a metal skid plate. Dude, dirt bikes don't even come with that. That $9,500 gas, I had to buy a skid plate for it. $4,800 bike, metal skid plate. There's things, you know, that are obviously Chinese. The plastics are pretty cheesy. I don't ever grab it by the plastics or touch the plastics because, yeah, you're gonna break them. They're kind of cheesy. I bent that foot peg mount. That's not very tough, so you just got to keep that in mind. That's why I was a little nervous when I hit my foot pegs out there on that rider trail. So far, those are like kind of the cheesy things. Obviously, there's going to be more things we come across. Sawtooth Powersports let us know that it varies on the brakes, but these are hydraulic disc brakes. But he said sometimes you get shitty ones and sometimes you get good ones. I haven't had any problems. I'm assuming what it is probably the fluid that comes in them doesn't have a very high boil rate, and it probably gets hot. I like to run my brakes where they come in pretty close, but I noticed out on that trail when it was getting warm, it was feeling a little squishy. So it's probably just the fluid more than the brake, the master cylinder or anything would be my guess. It probably boils really fast and gets hot. The other cool thing about these bikes is from out. Literally out jibbing and practicing logs like that, and, you know, doing stoppies and goofing off. You can literally go from that to throwing this thing in one power and throwing a kiddo on it and just easy cruising. E, did you get your bike on that? Holy smokes, dude! Dude! You tried doing the big log, bro. Yeah. Really, when you're doing more trialsy stuff, which I'm not gonna say I do trialsy stuff yet. Like, the biggest thing I do is, you know, those little log hops and a couple rock ledges here and there. I'm nowhere near the skill level to say that I do trial stuff yet, but for just that little bit that I do, I feel like the suspension is freaking prime for that. You know, that's what it's made for. It's, you know, and I know trial suspension, it's not made for, oh, he's gonna hit the, nice, dude. You didn't let me turn around all the way though. I got the end of it on camera. Like I said, this is my first trials bike. I don't know anything about trials, but the way it feels and the way it acts, I feel like it's designed to handle one big hit. When you do a big splatter or jump off of a ledge or into something, and then you reset and hit another one, it's not necessarily made to handle a bunch of small, straight edge, big friggin' roots and rocks and keep smashing that stuff at, you know, 30, 40 miles an hour. Otherwise, that's where it feels like it really just kind of gets stuck down in the stroke and binds up. Because that's the realm of, you know, dirt bike suspension. Yes, it's a $4,800 bike out the door. And in terms of motorcycles and dirt bikes, and even e-bikes, in terms of e-bikes, that is really, really affordable. I mean, there was full-size Arctic Leopards, just like the Stark Varg. The Stark Varg is about 15 grand. There was full-size Arctic Leopards that are one of the only bikes that can compete with the Stark Varg in the off-road world. They were around 15 grand. There was more powerful, bigger batteried versions of this bike that were around $9,500 out the door. You know, I bought my gas $300 for $9,500 out the door. So for $4,800 out the door, this is considered a very affordable motorcycle. But it's still, we took $4,800 cash out of our savings account and bought this. Like, that's a lot of money, man. Especially in today's world, that is a shit ton of money. So when I was ripping it down that trail to do that comparison video for you guys, I had a thing in the back of my head. It was really nerve-wracking going that fast with this suspension. It just felt like I was gonna break it. Like, it felt like, I don't know, like it felt like I was gonna bend or break something in these front fork tubes. Like, it just, you could tell it didn't like it. It didn't want to handle it. And so I backed off a little bit. So, you know, if you went with a more dirt bike version electric bike, like a Stark or the bigger Arctic Leopards, I don't know what they're called. I really don't know what they're called. Yes, it has the full dirt bike suspension. It can handle all that stuff a lot better. We didn't buy it to be another one of these bikes right here. We bought it to be a kid riding with the kids and our kind of trials entry training bike to learn technique and fundamentals of just basic low speed, super technical body positioning and fundamentals. That's what we bought it for. And so far it's been really awesome for that. But anyways, we'll see how long these fork seals last. All right, E. Charlie says he wants to go over a log. Think he can handle it?
Yeah.
Think he can?
Yeah.
You want to go over it? Okay, he says yes. Oh, dude. Yeah. We just did enduro, dude. That's crazy. If I got a roll, I'm pretty decent. But I really need to practice my whoa, babe! 100% I need to practice my static, like from static to takeoff. It always ends up crooked and sideways. I don't know how people on these bikes get that balance. See, every time I try to take off, my bike is leaning and not straight. So confusing. Rolled my ankle. Why does this stump scare me so bad? I go over logs twice this size. I don't know why this stump scares me so freaking bad. Like a log is so long, like if you get a little off camber, it's fine. This is like if you deflect, it feels like it's gonna just crash you. We're gonna get that stick out of the way that's underneath my tire. Okay, here we go. Let's start out by getting up on it like that. That will be helpful. So we're gonna start out like that. Here we go. I got scared. Why am I so scared of this thing? Huh? I need more commitment on the juice. Like that. See? It's not scary. I just mentally was just freaked out. Stoppies. Okay, I'm getting the hang of her now. So it's all about that. Focusing on getting the back tire to hit. Don't think about your front tire. All about back tire right there. See, I had in my head, I wanted the back tire to hit. That's that mental thing, that mental part of it. Like the whole time I was screwing up, I was thinking about my front tire. I'm getting the hang of her now. Well, there you go. Super hard hit. 0 damage. Like, not even a dent. There's nothing down there to hit. Even if it bent this, it doesn't mean anything. But the cool thing is it didn't even bend it. But even if it did bend it, it doesn't even mean it. There's nothing there to damage. There's no pipes, no linkages. Like, this is the ultimate non-consequential training device. You know, conquer fears, like what I just discovered right there. It was all mental. I was thinking about my front tire, and you know, as soon as I got my front tire up and over the big scary stump, I was chopping the throttle and then dropping it right down here. Dink. I want to know how these guys balance. How do they do it?
Me trying to do that too.
Dad's gonna get that.
Yeah.
That's scary.
We don't want to do that.
I think Dad's gonna make sure he's like in motorcycle boots before he tries that one. Because when I rolled my ankle, that hurt.
Yeah.
So think in your head about just hitting that log with your back tire.
Dad, watch me.
Hit it with your back tire. When you go from here, don't think about your front tire. Just think about, I'm going to hit this log with my back tire. Right? That's what you need to think about, is your back tire, not yours. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Nice, dude. See how much smoother it goes?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sick, huh?
It didn't. That was on me too.
Just gonna think about my back tire right now, okay?
Okay.
Got my back tire to it though, didn't I?
Yeah, but you stuck last time.
I was scared, but I didn't hit here because all I thought about was my back tire hitting.
Yeah, it's in the almost been stuck.
Yeah, Ready?
Yeah. Hope you don't do it. Do it!
Here we go, got it. Alright? All I had in my head was I'm gonna commit and make sure my back tire hits that log. I don't care about my front tire. There you go.
But that one moves.
Yep.
Guys, do it!
I'm getting scared. I got scared.
Dad! Dada!
Huh?
We just did it!
Huh?
We did this!
Oh, you wheel until your back tire hit?
Yeah, I hit it, but it's bent. You seen that? Need something to hold that. I can't.
I'm so scared. I don't know why.
Dad, you just did it!
I don't care. That doesn't scare me.
Oh my goodness!
Oh man, I get stoppy so good and then I can't get them. Okay, see?
Just like soccer.
Comes from.
That's cool, Dad. We're going to do sideways.
Cheesy, like I don't recommend pulling on them, like I can already tell. This thing, so from the factory, when we first picked it up, it was missing a bolt. And the reason it was missing a bolt is because that fucking thing does not line up with the threads on the other side. So from the factory, it like literally doesn't line up. Sawtooth Powersports is gonna make it right. They have another one, I just haven't gone and picked it up. So they have another one for me. All Trials bikes have this. This is a fork integrity thing. It's required, you know, to keep the forks from collapsing on hard hits and everything. From the factory, like this thing's a piece of shit. I might see if there's like an actual like beta or gas brand version of this that actually might fit this gap here in the system and run that instead of the Arctic Leopard one, because this is just a Chinese pile of fucking junk. But that's like one of the things. Handlebar clamps seem to be solid. I haven't had any issues with those yet. I've been riding it hard and hitting some hard hits, and I haven't noticed my forks slipping up in the triple clamp, so the triple clamps seem to be pretty solid. I got to say, the wheels and tires, oh my god, they're impressive. You know, for Chinese tires, like I swear to god, I don't even know what brand these tires are. Yuanok X King. That's the name of the fucking tire. But I'll tell you what, you watch the video yourself. I had no front end slipping out on that dry slick rocks. I have not had any crazy like washout, knife, digging, nothing. Like this is actually an impressive tire. This rear tire, for all the logs and everything and log hops we've been doing, like they've been impressive. No bent rims, no pinch flats. Gotta say, like, some Chinese shit's legit, I guess. I mean, that's freaking badass. Like, I thought the tires would be junk, and so far they have been right in queue with my Tusk Recon stuff. If not, they've outperformed them, which is wild. Absolutely wild. I had to wire the grips. The grips like to slip and move. Bars feel comfortable. I mean, the chassis and everything, I haven't moved anything. It actually feels pretty comfortable. The bars are kind of rolled forward quite a bit. Like, in the motor world, I mean, you run your bars about the same rake as your fork. These are rolled forward quite a bit. I don't know if that's a trials thing or if they really hasn't been a bother to me, honestly. How they're set up now hasn't bugged me, so I haven't moved them. If I ever bend them or fuck them up, I'll probably go with a mini bar like I do on my gas just to keep things more similar, more the same for crossover training. Has an interesting method of adjusting your chain. Like this is like a notched out oval, so as you turn it this way, it ends up pushing your chain for tension, which is kind of cool, honestly, because one of the hardest things, you know, on dirt bikes is like trying to make sure I'm really paranoid about measuring from point A to point B with an actual tape measure to make sure my tire is tracking straight. This is kind of cool because you can just count the numbers, right? Oh, I'm 3 up on this side, I'm gonna go 3 up on the other side, and it should be exact. That's kind of cool, but I haven't adjusted it to see if it's legit or not. But if it works, that's fucking badass. You can put any trial suspension on it, so I can swap it out in the future. I've gotten close to bottoming out when I was pushing really hard, as you can see my dust line right there, but it hasn't bottomed out. Kind of impressive, especially pushing it on an actual dirt bike trail. That's kind of impressive. I think if anything, if I try anything in the future, I think I might try the Trials air forks, just for lightweight and being able to really make big changes. But as of right now, I don't have any need to change anything. It's working great. It's working wonderful. As you saw, I was, you know, doing really basic log hops, jamming up on that stump and hopping that. It's been helping me tremendously with crossover training for riding that. It's showed me so much already. I can't even imagine what that little trials bike is bringing value to my son crossing over to his dirt bike training. He's gonna be an absolute wicked freaking beast. I wish I would have been able to ride trials bikes when I was his age. The skill level I'd be at is insane, you know. Like Billy Bolt, Johnny Walker, Cody Webb, like all those guys, they started on trials bikes. And you can see where they're at. I wish I would have started on trials bikes. Just the sheer short time I've had this has changed so much of how I set that bike up, how I ride that bike, how I work that bike when I'm riding. It's so much value, so much more valuable than $4,800. Let me tell you what. Just the transitional training it's teaching my wife. She's becoming so much more confident on her bike, and it's just the trials bike setup, guys. Like, it's insane. I can't speak highly enough about it. Like, that's how cool Sawtooth Powersports is. Like, if you're gonna go the e-bike route, I highly suggest going through those guys. Like most dealerships, where like once you make the sale, they don't give a shit about you anymore, because that's how today's market is. There is no customer loyalty and relationship with your dealership anymore. They don't really care, but this place seems to care, and that's really valuable in my mind. Being my old school, you know, Idaho mindset, that's really valuable. And these guys seem to really care. He said if they get me a new bracket, it still doesn't measure up and work right, they're gonna get us a whole new set of forks. So it just shows how much they're dedicated to the e-bike world and making sure everybody's happy and confident with their machine. And you know, they understand the whole issues with the tariffs and the shipping and all the problems that can go on between another country and coming here, and they're willing to work with you, and it's really cool, guys. It's really freaking cool. So I'll keep you updated on that stuff. But as so far, dude, like, this bike's been wicked. It's taught us so much already, and it's so cool. It's badass. I would buy another one in a heartbeat. We probably will end up with another one of these Arctic Leopard 500s. Go do some night ripping. Put your helmet light on. Go play in the dark. Sick. I don't know why that one gets me so much. Because this one rolls like a mother trucker. Nailing it. Every time. Oh, every time I always stop on this one. I don't know why. So, like, intimidating. I don't know what it is about it. Sorry.